Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And if you follow the channel closely, well, you'll be aware that Monday night is streaming time and that we're in the middle of a stream at the moment over on the live section of the channel, looking at the Blueprints house again. I have no idea how it's going because I'm recording this before, obviously. So do join us there if you get the chance. Now, you will also be aware that Simon did a puzzle earlier that was a tribute to Viking Prime, whose birthday it is. So happy birthday, Viking Prime, long-time friend of the channel, who has taken latterly to recommending the work of others in a selfless act of generosity. But Viking Prime unquestionably creates some brilliant puzzles, and Simon suggested that I have a go at his werewolf puzzle. There's a wolf under there, so there's some sort of modifying digit in this, and I haven't read the rules yet, so I don't even know what it is. And I'll try and find out with you. We'll read the rules together and I'll have a go at the puzzle. But happy birthday, Viking Prime. Now, today is Monday the 20th, and it has been the closing date for our Patreon reward, which was Bug Friends by Sandra and Nala. If I say on tomorrow's video that either today is a closing date or tomorrow is, that's because I recorded tomorrow's video earlier. So I didn't realize I was going to be doing a birthday puzzle for Viking Prime today, but I am. So anyway, thank you to Sandra and Nala for providing that. Now, Sandra wanted me to tell you that there are a number of hidden puzzles in it, bonus puzzles, most of which are Easter eggs hidden in it. Some hidden, I think, in the illustrations on the front page or something. Anyway, I don't know how they work, but you may want to find them and have a go at them. You probably will. If you had a go at the pack, if you're a Patreon, and if you're not, become one. That's my tip. Then you can find the extra puzzles in Bug Friends, and you can get all the connections and gridogram and crossword videos that we put onto Patreon. And of course, there's our merchandise. That's another way you could support the channel, by buying some of the Marty Sears Rat Run merchandise. It was Marty who did the tribute puzzle to Viking Prime that Simon did earlier. I hope, assuming Simon solved it. Don't know. Anyway, we've got merch. We've also got apps, and yeah, some of these great constructors feature in there too. So do check out our Line or Domino Sudoku apps, or Classic Sudoku 2, or the Worms, including a new worm by Blobs, which is brilliant. So thank you if you support the channel in any way at all, even if it's just watching some of the videos and posting the occasional comment or liking or subscribe. You could subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it before. We'd love to get up to 700,000. I think Simon may have mentioned he got a notification earlier today on Facebook that it is exactly 6 years since we passed 100,000. Where does the time go? I mean, I know how long it took us to get to 100,000, about 3 years, so there you go. Anyway, let's have a look at the rules of There's a Wolf Under There by Viking Prime. Normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 will go in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Cells along a pink Renban line form a set of consecutive, non-repeating values in any order. Black crop key dots separate two cells where one is double the value of the other. And we have to place werewolf cells into the grid so that there's exactly one werewolf cell in each row, column, or box. So here's a possible disposition of the werewolf cells. Each werewolf cell must contain the digit that matches its box number. This is box 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The value of a werewolf cell is unique from other werewolf cells and is selected from the remaining digits within its box. For example, if the digit 1 in box 1 has a value of 4, the digit 2 in box 2 could have neither a value of 2 nor 4. I see. The value of a werewolf cell is unique from other werewolf cells. So they will have values of 1 to 9. And they're selected from the remaining digits within its box. So within the box, the only restriction is they can't be its own value. I mean, that's mad. Okay, that is a werewolf and a half. Let's give it a go. You can try on the first link under the video. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. I mean, that makes this row quite difficult to contemplate, but also still almost certainly the starting point. So in this row, we have 8 of the 9 values 1 to 9, because there's only one werewolf cell and all the other cells have their normal values. And we get 3 full Ren bands out of it. Right. We're not using the values 10 or 0. They're not involved in this puzzle. But we aren't necessarily using the values 1 to 9 once each here either. The alternative I can see is that there's an overlap digit. So one of these 3 Ren bands could be 1, 2, 3, and the next one could be 3, 4, 5. I don't mean the next one geographically, I just mean the next one in terms of the values in it. We could have a 1, 2, 3 and a 3, 4, 5 and a 6, 7, 8. And that would imply that 9 had changed its value in the row to 3. Which is possible, is it? Yeah, I mean well, it's not possible in these boxes, where it's 1, 2 or 3 that will have changed its value. So, okay, where the digits 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 appear in this row, they will have their own values. Because they are not the digit that is changing value, the werewolf cell, in boxes 1, 2 and 3. So the 9 value in this row will definitely have a Ren ban of 9, 8, 7 as values. Now that's quite interesting because there's a black dot on each Ren ban and 2 on that one. Well, this can't be the 987 because it doesn't matter how you make the value of 9 or 7. That value cannot be on a black dot with a Sudoku digit that is either half or double its value. So the 987 is one side or the other and has the 8 in the middle. So the 8 in this row is on a black dot in one of those cells. The value of the digit in these cells, I have to be a little careful because I said 987, and when I talked then very casually about the 8 in the row, there could be 2 values of 8 in the row. But there can't, because if there are 2 values of 8, there can't be 2 values of 7 in the row. And their Renban structure will fall apart. So I am right. I'm safe enough to say that a digit of 8 has a value of 8 in one of these 2 cells with a 7, 9 on its outside. And then the value on the inside, the value this time, is going to be a 4 because of the black dot. Either here or here. And then the 4 will be in a group of cells that could have a value of 4, 5, 6. And then 5 wouldn't be on a black dot, so 6 would, with a digit with the value of 3 on the other side. But it could be 3, 4, 5, still 5 wouldn't be on the black dot, 3 would. Or it could be 4, 3, 2, and we wouldn't know which digit would be on the black dot. That's tricky. Now, the bottom row is going to be slightly different. Even though it looks the same, it's going to be slightly different because The digit that can change in this row is a 7, 8 or 9 that can have a different value, and that is going to mean 9 doesn't have to appear on a Renban in this row. However, I suppose in this row the digit 1 does have to appear. I mean, this rule set is crazy confusing. The digit 1 does have to appear in this row with a value of 1, and that must have values of 1, 2, 3 in its Renban. But then we're connecting to values of, we can't repeat both 2 and 3. I don't know, that's harder. Let's stick with the top to start with. One of these is going to say 9, 7, 8. There isn't going to be a 1, 2, 3 Renban. Oh, okay, right. The next thing to think after saying that one of these has values of 9, 7, 8 is that there is a 6 in the row, and that must appear on a Renban with values of either, well, it can't appear with values of 7 and 8 because you couldn't have replicant 7s and 8s in the row. You could have one of them replicate. So the 6 could be in a 7, 6, 5 group. However, that would be a problem of its own devising. Well, yeah, a 7, 6, 5 group would be quite interesting because the 7 and 5 couldn't be on a black dot. So if there was a 7, 6, 5 group, and I'm not ruling it out, I just think it's unlikely, there'd be a 9, 7 outside an 8 in one of these places, and in the other place there'd be a 7, 5 outside a 6. And then the values on the inside would be 4 and 3. Now we'd still have at least one of the digits 1 and 2 to place. Okay, that's not impossible, annoyingly. As unlikely as I think it is. So there could be a value of 987 Renban and a value of 765. But it's much more likely there's a 987 and a 654 value Renban. The value of, yeah, but the value of 4 could then repeat. We could have a 5, 4. Oh, it's very hard to know what to do, Viking Prime. Oh my goodness me. Look at the complete symmetry of this structure as well. That's bizarre, but I mean, that's because we're using different werewolf cells everywhere. Wow. Okay, one of these is going to say 978. Or have values of 978, even if it doesn't say it. The next one is going to have a value of 4. I feel like there must be a 4, 5, 6. But does it have to bridge the gap? No, what I worked out before was we could have 978 and 756. Then we'd have to have genuine digits after that, but we could have 4 and 3 there and a 2 here. The reason we'd have to have genuine digits after that is because the 7 would be a replicant having used the werewolf digit in the row somewhere. I mean, this top row, I feel like it's more helpful than the bottom row, but I don't feel like it's helpful enough. So again, in the bottom row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 must all have their own values. 1 must be on a Renban with 2 and 3 as values on it. 5 must be on a Renban, and then either 8 or 9 will be on a Renban. Yeah, I mean, that's a worthwhile way of thinking about this. Is that also a worthwhile way of thinking about it? That you can't have Renbans of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9 as if this were a normal puzzle, because one of the digits would have to have its own value, and that is specifically disallowed in the rules. Whichever was the werewolf digit would be carrying its own value. That is disallowed. Therefore, there is an overlap. Right, this whole situation I've posited where there might be an overlap, that is the facts. We're either using the values 987, 65432, or the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in these two rows. And the overlap digit is on 2 of those Renbans, so it is in the top. Wow. In the top row, we're using a 9. So up here, the values are 9876542, and it's a 1 that changes its value to a digit that's on the cusp, a digit that is either 3 or 4 or 6 or 7 and can appear in 2 things. Anyway, the werewolf is in box 1 at the top. Therefore, these other cells are non-werewolf cells. And I'm using colours. Right, and the 1 is going to change its value here to either 7, 6, 4, or 3. So if this was the 987 values thing, the 1 would be changing to a 7 in one of those cells. This would be regular 8. And then remaining values in the row at that point would be 7, the repeat, 6, 5. So we'd have a 7, 6, 5 Renban, which would have to be over here with the 6 value here and 5, or the 6 digit there indeed, and 5, 7 there. This would be the 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the digit 1 is not changing to a 1. So there is a 2, 3, 4 Renban in terms of values and a 9, 8, 7. And the other Renban uses 5 and 6 and either 4 or 7. So the 1 is changing to either a 4 or a 7. That is the overlap digit. It's taking me a long time to go through this, but it'll help with regards to the bottom row in a moment when I start turning my attention to that. So in this group, the 1 appears here and is changing to a value of either 6 or 4, I now believe. Why have I ruled out a 987, a 765, and a 432? There must be a 2, 3, 4 using the digits 2, 3, 4. No, that's not necessarily true. There must be a 2, 3, 4 value Renban. Oh, that's it. There's a 2, 3, 4 value Renban. There's a 7, 8, 9 value Renban. There's another Renban with the values of 5 and 6 on it. And that Renban must have the repeat value of 4 or 7. So there's a 4, 5, 6 or a 5, 6, 7. Well, we know perfectly well that if there was a 5, 7, 6 Renban, these two cells have values of 6 and 8. These are 4 and 3, and that digit's a 2. If, on the other hand, the other version occurs, where there's a 6, 5, 4 Renban as well as a 4, 3, 2, 1, I think the situation's more fraught. Yeah, just don't know what to do. But so 4 or 7 is the repeat digit. The numbers, I don't know what that means about the numbers on the black dots. I'm going to aid memoir because I'm getting so confused. I'm going to aid memoir 2 of the values in this top row. I'm going to do it over here. There's definitely a 2, 3, 4 value Renban and a 7, 8, 9 one. And the other one uses 5 and 6. And either a value of 4 or a value of 7. And somewhere in the row, a 1, well, up here, a 1 is transformed into a 4 or a 7. But that could be any of the sets. Okay, I can't go beyond that at the moment. Now I'm going to think about the bottom row in the same sort of terms. Again, there is a value of 1 in this row, and there are 8 different values in this row. And therefore, I believe the values on use and on display are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a repeated 3, 4, 6, or 7. So the values that we have to have in this row at the bottom are a 1, 2, 3 and a 6, 7, 8 and something with 4 and 5 in it, which is slight offset to these numbers. Now the 9 is therefore changing its value in one of these 3 cells. And that lets me do a bit of green for non-werewolf cells. The 9 is going to be changing its value to either a 3 or a 6, so we can make up this cell here. Sorry, we can make up this Renban with values of 4 and 5 on it. I think these are much harder to determine. Like up here at least we knew that the 9, 7, 8 one is either there or there. Goodness me, I don't know what to do. Can I use these black dots that go south and north somehow? Could this be the 1, 2, 3 group? I mean, it definitely could. I don't know what we're meant to deduce at the moment. This is very difficult. I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to think my way through this thing. The 9 is going to change its value to a 6 or a 3, and it's in one of these cells. And what was it up here? The 1 is going to change its value to a 4 or a 7. Wow, I mean, I don't know. Oh, the digit 2 in box 2 can't be on this line. That's actually going to matter. Because the digit 2 in this row has a value of 2, but in box 2 it doesn't have a value of 2. So it's not on this line. So this line is not the 2, 3, 4 line, but it does have a value of 4 on. So this is the 4, 5, 6 line. How intriguing is that? This is the 4, 5, 6 line, and we now know that it's the 4 that replicates in the row, and therefore the 1 changes to a 4, and therefore this is the 2, 3, 4 using the digits 1, 2, 3. Lovely. I mean, that's actually something. So this is the 8 in the row, and this is the 7, 9 pair. I've got a digit, guys, after just 19 minutes of thinking about this badly. This is valued at 4 and is a real 4 because the 1 valued at 4 is over here. So this digit is 5 or 6. Well, it can't be 5. So that's 6, and this is worth 3, so it's a real 3. It's a real boy. And the 1, the naughty 1 that has a value of 4 is in these cells. There we go. Okay. Now, I can surely do the same sort of thing down here. Because, or can I? I was going to say that the 8, it's not as comfortable as the top row. Okay, this cell has a value of 4. Right, we've had the digit that is transmuting by lycanthropy into a 4. It's a 1. So we can't have another digit transmuting into a 4. So this must be a real 4. And on the Renban, this digit is worth 3 or 5. But now it could be, oh, well, it would be the 3 transmuting into the value. That is so, and this werewolf thing is so difficult. It's taken me forever to get this far. And then I look at this black dot and I just despair. Okay, let's think about these values in this row. So, no, let's think about this one. There's a 6, 7, 8 with values of 6, 7, and 8. And the 7 and 8 are genuine values. So I don't think that 6, 7, and 8 can be in box 7, where the 7 would be a genuine 7 appearing as a 7, or in box 8, where it would be a genuine 8 appearing as an 8. So that 6, 7, 8 value is here, and the 9 is transmogrifying into one of those. Well, the only overlaps we were allowed were 3 or 6. So the 9 is transmuting into a 6 down here. So these, I've written in 7, 8, 9, but the values are 6, 7, 8. We've got an 8 up there. This can't be the 8. And we can't put a 7 on a black dot. So that must be the naughty 9, transmogrifying into a 6 to get on the black dot. Oh my goodness. And that was 876. That digit is a 6. I know it looks like a 9. Spin it round in your mind. This has got to be worth 3, and it's a genuine digit, so that's a 3. So now we know that there's an 876 and a 456 and a 321. This is the 321. We can't put 1 there because we're putting 2 here. So this is a 1, that's a 2, this is a 4, and the remaining digits in the row are 5 and 6. There we go. I've done something in the bottom row now. I've transmogrified this into a 6 and this into a 4. How am I going to keep track of that? Difficult. I don't know. But never mind. Now, what's this digit? This is either a value of 2 or 8. We're in box 7, so it could be the digit 7 having a value of 2 or 8. This will then have an odd value. If that value is 2 or 8, this is either 1 or 3 or 7 or 9. Well, we can't put an actual 3 there, so this digit is either 1, 7 or 9. 7 is allowed on 2 grounds. 1 because, well, no, it's not. It's not allowed to be a genuine value of 7. There isn't a genuine value of 7 in this box. So if that's an 8, this is a value of 9 with a real 9. Now, if we were to write the digits 2 and 1 there, we could only make this up by using a 3. Oh no, there'd be 8 and 3 left. It'd be either a 3 with a value, with a 7 with a value of 4, or an 8 with a 7 with a value of, no, a 3 and a 7 with a value of 6, or an 8 and a 7 with the value of 4, although 7 can't have the value of 4 because we've had the value of 4 in box 1. Oh, it's so complicated. Oh, Sudoku, 4 and a 4. There's a 4 somewhere here. This is a genuine Renban of genuine digits. If that was a 4, this would have to be a 5. Oh, that can't be a 4 because of this 4. So the 4 in this box is in one of those cells. I'd love it to be here, because then I could write a 5 in. I'd be excited even about that tiny victory. Somewhere in this box is a 3 masquerading as another digit that is not 4 or 6. So there can't be a genuine value of 3 in this box, because this is box 3. So whether this digit is a 3 or a 5, its value is 5. That's mad. But it's true. We can't have a value of 3 on this black dot. So we're either going to repeat one only of these. We can't have another value of 4 in this box, actually, because we've had the werewolf transmogrifying as a 4, and we've had the genuine 4 in this box. So there can't be another value of 4. So the value of digits on here are 2 and 1. Although one of them might be achieved with a werewolf 3. And therefore the digit 6 is in one of these cells, and then it's in one of these cells. I mean, this is wildly complicated stuff. Still. We can't have a value of 9 in this box, and I don't care. We can't have a value of 7 in this box, and I don't care about that either. This Renban cannot have a value of 4 on it, because of that 4 stopping this digit being a 4, and this is box 4, so the 4 in this box won't have its own value. So there's no value of 4 on this. Can it have a value of 1, 2, 3? If that was the 3, and these were 1 and 2, this one, of course, could be the werewolf 4. I was hoping to prove this had to have genuine 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9 on, but I failed. Unsurprisingly, because it's just not available as a proof. Okay, let's come back to this black dot, which was the only place I was getting some joy. This has values of 1 and 2 on, possibly achieved with a bogus 3. This is a value of 2 or 8. Can this be a 1? If we were to put in 1, 2, 4 here, then I'm not allowed to repeat the value of 4 because we've had the repeated 4. Not allowed to repeat the value of 6 because we've had the 6 in the box and the digit transforming into a 6. So this couldn't be a 6-3 black dot at all. And it couldn't have a value of 4 on it. And this applies whatever this is. This is another 1-2 black dot like that one. In terms of value, this uses only 1 or 2 and possibly 7 with its werewolf hat on. So either 1 or 2 does appear on that black dot, and they don't both appear here. Now, does that mean that the values of 1 and 2 do not appear here? Yes, actually it does. Because if the values of 1 and 2 appeared here, you might say, well, you could achieve that using a werewolf 7 for one of them. But then you couldn't use a 7 here, and you'd have to put both 1 and 2 here, and the other one here couldn't be 1 or 2. So in short, the simpler way of putting that is these can't all have the values of 1 and 2, because that would be 4 cells using only 1 replicant to achieve 2 doubles. I mean, that is still confusing. Even expressing it in what I thought was the simple way there is still confusing me, and I'm solving it and thinking of that. Right, but what that means is this doesn't have the value of 1 and 2, and I'm going to take out 1 and 2 as candidates. This cell has the value of 8. This cell does not have the value of 7. It has the value of 9. Because 7 does not exist as a value in this box. Okay, that doesn't allow me to fill in either of these digits, but it does tell me that there's a 3 in one of these cells and therefore a 3 in one of these. And that is the most middlingly meh or so-so information ever. Now, if that was 8 and 9, that would free up 7 to go on here. Wow, I do not know. I do not know what to do. Okay, that 4 is looking at these 3 cells, which now can't hold the werewolf in this box because it's the 4 in this box. That 5 is looking at these 3 cells, and that can't hold the werewolf here. 2 is looking at those cells, so you can't put the 2 in there as the werewolf. That's quite interesting. This digit is a genuine digit on a black dot that is not 3 or 4. So it's 1, 2, 6 or 8. I mean, marvellous. Isn't that marvellous information? Oh, I'm going to have to think about these now. These are genuine values. One of these is a fake, a 5 posing as something else for the Renban. And that makes it very difficult, because that means if this was a normal set of 3 that couldn't use 2 or 6, they would be either 9, 8, 7 or 3, 4, 5. Ah, well, they're not 3, 4, 5. The 5 in this box does not have a value of 5. So neither of these 3-cell Renbans has a value of 5 on it. So they must either have values of 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9. I'm just going to aide memoir those values over here in yellow, sorry, because it's weird. Because these Renbans one of them could achieve one of these totals using a 5 as one of the digits. But this one can't be 2, 3, 4 because it would need either the 3 or the 4. If this was 1, 2, 3 as values, it would have to use the 5 to be either 2 or 1. What I want to say, at least, is that one of these is high and one of these is low. I think that's right. If we tried to make one of them 1, 2, 3 and one of them 2, 3, 4, there'd be at least one repeat digit that would have to be shared, and that's impossible. No, repeat natural digit. Same is true for 6, 7, 8 and 7, 8, 9. So one of these is from the 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9 set, and one of them is from the 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4 set. For this one to be from the low set, it would have to be 1, 2, 3, using the naughty 5 as a 3. So it would actually be 1, 2, 5. This then would have to be actual digits. That would be 7, 8, 9. And we'd be left with 3, 4, 6 up the middle here. Now if this was low, which is the alternative hypothesis, the 2 is going to have to be replicated by a 5. So this is either 1, 3, 5 or 5, 3, 4. And this is then either 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9. I'll tell you why this isn't 7, 8, 9, and it's weird. that digit would have to have the value of 8. This digit would have to have the value of 4 on the black dot, and it can't, because we've had not only the 4 in the column, but the transmogrified 4 in the puzzle. So this can't be 7, 8, 9. The only way it could be 6, 7, 8, I'm going to take out those, because I was hoping to fill in the other 3 values, but I don't know what they are. If this was 6, 7, 8, this could be the 6. This would then have a value of 3. Okay, I don't know how that works. What about this group? Well, the trouble is this could be anything. This could be... Well, we worked out, actually, that the low group is having the transmogrified 5 value in it. So the high group of 6, 7, 8... Well, the high group over here would have to be 7, 8, 9. Ah, even that can't have a 4 value here. So 7, 8, 9 doesn't work as a high group there. And it doesn't work as a high group here because you can't put 4 into either of those cells, a value or a digit of 4. Therefore, the high group is 6, 7, 8, using natural digits 6, 7, 8, because the 5 is transforming into a low digit. And that 6, 7, 8 therefore can't go here. It must go here they're all genuine. The 6 is in the middle of 7 and 8. That 6 is going to, well, this is either a 3, a natural 3, or a werewolf with the value of 3, but then we'd use the digit 6 in box 6. So that is a natural 3. This digit is now a 5, which makes it a natural cell. It's not the transformed 3. One of these two is a 6 getting transformed in the... Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, there's... Oh, Mark. That was in the column all the time. Neither of these is a 6 getting transformed. Therefore, one of these 2 digits is a regular 6. That's quite interesting. Now, to come back to this, we've had the high set. The low set uses 5 as a 2 here, along with 3 and either 1 or 4. And these digits include 2 and 9 now. Thank you, Aide Memoire. Now, this cannot be a natural 3. Can't be even a digit 3 because of that. If it's a 5, its value is either 2 or what was it? Or, hang on. 3 appears, it's either 2, 3, 4. I wish I hadn't deleted the aide memoire so quickly. Could it be 1, 2, 3? No. 1, 2, 3 would use 1, 3, 5. Yes, it could. I'm very confused, but this cell is either 1, 4 or 5. If it's 5, it has the value of 2. So its value is either 1, 2 or 4. And this cell, this is a natural cell and must be 1 or 2. Oh, I never worked out that since I greened those out because of this 4, the werewolf cell is in this pair. It's a 7. So 7 doesn't appear in those 2 cells, and they're a natural 1, 2 pair. 7 does appear in one of these 2. I don't know whether it's as a 9 or an 8, but it doesn't appear in those 2, which are using the other digit from 8 or 9. Right, this is 1 or 2 because it can't be 4. I don't feel that helps much, but that's just me being fussy. That can't be a 3. There's a natural 3 in one of those cells. If it was here, this digit would be a natural 2. I love how there just are enough deductions to just keep rumbling on a little bit. But it's very difficult. Right, this cell can't be a 1, 2, 3, a 4 or a 6 or a 7. So that cell is 5, 8 or 9. And this is a natural counterpart that could easily be a 4 or a 6, because 4 or 6 have to go in these. But it could be 7, 8 or 9 based on that. So that didn't get much done. These include 3, 5. And there is definitely, one of these is a naughty digit. So these are genuine. The 8 is a naughty digit in this box, and it's not in those cells because we've had 8 in these columns. So 8's in one of those cells being naughty. And these are genuine. And the naughty 2 is in one of these two. And this is a genuine Renban, none of the top digits of which can be 2, 4, 5 or 6. Ooh. They can't be 1 and 3 either because of that pair. Well, that feels quite significant because they have to be within reach of each other by 1, don't they? So if they can't be 1, 3, they can't be anything low at all. They can't be 1, 3, because that would break. Right, they can't be 1, 3. They don't use 2, 4, 5 or 6. They must use the digits 7, 8 and 9. 2 of those digits. This must connect. It's a natural digit. It must connect with that pair. But it can't be 6, 7 or 8. This has to be 9. And that is a 7, 8 pair. This is a bizarre puzzle. Again, that is just not a finding I was expecting to make at all. Now 7's in one of those cells. 8's in one of these 3. If that was 8, this would have to be 9. Wow, I'd have such progress then. These are from, oh, this is a naked single. Look, 6, 5, 4, 7, 8, 9, 1, and 2 in the box. That's a 3. And that's pushing 3 into this group, which we knew. We knew 3 was in that group. This digit is 1 or 9 by elimination. And over here, we're using 2 and 1 or 9. Down here, we're using 5 in one of these 2. So I better, well, this one's got a potential werewolf on it. That is just going to add to the confusion. Right, this is not a 5 transmogrifying into a 4 value. Oh, but it could be a natural 4. Yeah, I don't know what that is. What about the other cell here? Here we're using 3 and 5. So here we're using, oh, we must look, that 1 for ages, well, ever since I got the 786, that's putting 1 on this line. So here we're using 1, 3 and 5, and the 5 is pretending to be a 2. These digits are 2 and 4. And these are from 6, 7, 8. And I mean, this is getting interesting. If this was a natural cell, the only way this Renban could work is 4, 6, 5. Here's why that wouldn't work, and it's complicated. If this was 4, natural 6, 5, this would be a werewolf, and that would be a werewolf, and would be a 7. And you'd have a 7 here and a 5 here. And a 6 there forces a 6 here. But this digit then couldn't be a 7 or a 5 on this little Renban. So that is not natural. This is a werewolf. And we're going to write the digit 8 into it and give it a value of some sort. These two are now non-werewolfian. Oh, hang on. I didn't mean to eliminate. I just meant to eliminate the colours. There we go. And this is definitely werewolf, and we write the 7 into that. It's got a value of 8, and this digit is now a 9. And this becomes a 3-8 pair. And this is not an 8, clearly. And it's not a 7, so it's a 6. So that places 6 over this side, not there. Right, this digit is natural and has to be in reach of the 6 in terms of its value. But it can't be 3, 4, 5, 8 or 9. Well, it can't be 1 or 2. It must be 7. And the 1 and 2 in the column are in those cells. This one is on a genuine Renban with a digit that can't be 1 or 2. So that's 3, that's 2. This is not 3. It's the 3, in fact, the 3 in this box is the werewolf. So it can't be in those cells. It must be in one of those two. Now the werewolf in box 6 is in one of those. So one of them is a 6, which is either there or there. And this is not a werewolf, and none of these are. And there's a 4 werewolf somewhere here, and a 5 somewhere here. Okay, good. Now we've got 1, 4, 5 left to place in box 9. We've got 4, 5, 7, 9 left to place here. 5's that's, oh, what's going on here? This, oh, I don't know. Okay, this digit is 4, 5 or 7 by Sudoku, but it's got to be within reach of that. So it's not 7. Now that's a 4, 5 pair, and this is 7. And that gives us 8 and 7 up there. Nothing is natural about this puzzle. It's absolutely crazy. 4, 5 and 9. That's 4 or 9. That's 5 or 9. Yeah, okay, I don't know. I'll come back to that stuff. Will I? Yeah, I don't know what to do. If that was a 2, this would have a value of 3. Have we not had... So what digits, what are the werewolf digits? I mean, I need to keep a track of these, but let's just list them off. We had a 6, an 8, a 2, a 4. That's all the even digits gone in those boxes. Okay, I don't know what the others are. I'm going to make them orange instead of red. How about that? A little bit of colouring fantasy. Because these are going to have odd values of 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Somewhere here there's going to be an odd value. A 4 representing an odd value. So this is odd. And 2 or 4 is even. That doesn't tell me what this is. I haven't actually found any of these odd values yet. If that is the werewolf, we put a 3 there and it's got a value of 1. But it might not be. Oh, 9 there is looking at this cell, which is now 5 or 8. If that's 8, this is 9. If that's 5, this can still be 4 or 6. Let's just look at these columns again. 3, 9, 7, 4, 8, 5. This digit is 1, 2 or 6. Just by Sudoku. What's this one? Not 3, 9, 7 or 4. Oh, this is a genuine 1 or 2. So this is either a genuine 1 or a 5 acting as a 2. Well, that's very difficult to determine. But one of them is a genuine 1 then, is it? Is that what that means? Yes, it is. One of those is a 1. Oh, look, I got a 2 here. That's a 1. This digit can't be 1. This can't be 1 because it sees a 1, 3, 5 triple. Oh, Sudoku. Sudoku to the rescue. Right. Now, this Renban, that 8 is going to act as an odd digit. This can't be a 2 with a 5. That's a 4. And since this has to act as an odd digit, it's a 3. So we've had the one where it acts as a 3 now. That's a 2 by Sudoku. That becomes a 1, and that becomes a 5. And this is the werewolf, isn't it? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing now. Right, I can fill in 3 and 1. And this is the werewolf. It is red because it's acting as a 2. That was one of the even ones. Now, there's a 7 in one of those cells. That's 8 or 9. This is from 4, 8 or 9. Now, I want to get some action in these boxes. Oh, 6 was in one of those cells, so that's not 6. This is 6. That is not the naughty werewolf digit. So this must be, and I'm writing 3 in there, and it's acting, I don't know, as a 1 or a 2, I guess. No, it's got to be odd, hasn't it? So that's acting as a 1. That one was acting as a 3. Still 5, 7, and 9 to go. This digit is a 1 or a 2 by elimination. They both see this, which becomes a 5. Now, that's a 7, 8, 9 triple. So these are 2 and 5 in the column. These include a 6. The 6 is oh, what's going on this Renban? This has a value of either 8 or 5. But that means it's either a natural 8 or a funky 6 working as a 5. That's a bit frustrating because I don't know the answer to that. Okay, let's do something else. This thing. Oh, look, we've had the 1-2 pair in the row. 8, 7, 5, 3. That is a digit 6. Then these are a 4-9 pair. Now, that doesn't resolve this. That's so irritating. These are from 5, 7, 8. I'm going to take out the corner marks. Right, in this column, we need a 2 and either 5 or 8. Well, this digit is a natural digit on a Renban with a 6. So it ain't 2. And this is the only place for 2 in the column. This is now a 5, and that's a 2 in that column. We're going to need a 5 somewhere here. We're going to get a 4 in this box to transmogrify into an odd digit that is not 1 or 3. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is yet. In this row, these are from digits 4, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, who cares what they can be valued at? Well, how can I possibly finish this? Okay, let's think about this. If that's a 5, this can't have a value of 4 because the 4 in this box is not going to have a value of 4. So if that's a 5, this has a value of 7 and is not an actual 7, which is in one of those cells. So it would be a naughty 4 acting as a 7. And if that's an 8, this also has a value of 7. So it's always a naughty 4 acting as a 7. And there we go. We found it. Just like that. And we've, okay, that doesn't resolve what this is. That's all right. That does resolve what this is. And that fixes an 8 here. Now that's a 5. Now they're a pair. Now that 9, can I use that? 9's in one of those 2 cells. I can't, which is very surprising. Oh, that 4 as a naughty digit sees this cell, which can't be naughty anymore. It must be a genuine 2. This is a crazed howling at the moon, 1 in the corner, acting as a 4. And that fixes this 2-1 pair, but nothing else down here. I'm beginning to get a bit troubled, but oh look, this digit, that 3 is acting as a 1, isn't it? So that's a 2, because it had to be an odd digit. 1, 2, 1. And I mean, I could have done that by working out where the naughty 2 went here. Don't know what that's acting as. It's not even on a marking, so it doesn't really matter. Now, this digit by Sudoku, we've got 6, 7 and 8 still to put in this row. So that's the only place to put 4 in the box. These are from 7, 8, 9. That one can't be a 9. And the 3 is here somewhere. I don't know how to use that. Okay, 6, 7. I said this before. Oh, this is now not, look, we've got the werewolf there. So this is a non-werewolf. And this is an actual werewolf. So we write the 6 in here, and it's got a value of 8. Has it? No, it's got an odd value. It's got a value of 5. That one was 1, 5, 3, 7. We know that this 2, not on a marking, has a value of 9. I had a suspicion from a uniqueness point of view some time ago that there would only be one maximum werewolf not on a marking in the puzzle, and that has borne out to be true. Now, this is a 6. This is not a 9. That is the important thing about it. This is a 7, 8 pair. This is where 9 goes. This is a 3. And I think we can unwind the remaining digits now. And I'm hoping to get a correct error message just under the hour before the werewolf got to me. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, hang on, there's 7, 9 at the top as well. There we go. I just made you say underwear. There's a wolf under there. Okay. Well, there we go. That is a tough but rather brilliant puzzle. And that is why Viking Prime is so well respected in the world of Sudoku, because he can produce utter masterpieces like that. And it takes others to recommend them to us. Fantastic stuff. Thank you, Viking Prime. Well done. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for watching us on the channel. Such a pleasure to be with you. I hope you streamed with us as well. Catch up on the VOD if you didn't. And I'll see you soon. Oh, and of course, Simon today published his video with Meryl Jansen. Collaboration. Brilliant work, Simon and Meryl. Especially Meryl. Well done. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.